I'm Blue.
I'm Zach.
And we're the founders of Pigsburgh Squealers Rescue. You're watching That Adventure Guy. Please like and subscribe.
Nailed it. Hello and welcome everyone. It is That Adventure Guy with a new day, a new adventure. And look what I found. We found ourselves some pigs. Not just one, not just a statue of pigs, but we got a bunch of pigs. Not you two. You two are not the pigs. That is a
compliment.
They take it as a compliment. We got Zach and Blue here. They are the owners and founders.
Yeah, executive director,
the Pigsburgh
CTO,
Squealers.
Financial.
Operators.
Property manager.
Pooper scoopers.
Pooper scooper. Duty as we call it here.
We are here out in Thunderdome, PA. It's about, what, like 30 minutes outside of downtown Pittsburgh?
Yep.
And you guys have a pig rescue, which is brand new to me. This is new on my thing. So thank you guys so much for having me out here.
Yeah, but sure.
You're going to give us a quick little...
Pig's very specific, as you said, right?
Yes.
Like, it's surprising to a lot of people.
Yeah, no, and actually, I just noticed this right here.
Yeah.
There's their little logo. That is such an awesome name. I love it. But how long have you guys been doing this?
Front yard in the background.
So, yeah, I got my first pig Sasquatch back in 2013.
Is this Sasquatch here that we're
just
is. Talking? Okay. Oh.
He's from a breeder because there weren't any pig rescues to adopt from in the area.
Oh, so
after we...
And what kind of pig is he?
He's a mini pig.
Is he mini?
Some people call them potbellies or Julianas. They're all just small pigs.
Okay, now...
A farm pig that's the size of a couch.
Yes, yes. Now, that is like... This is, I'm going to guess, like a medium-sized pig,
yeah.
right?
Yes, that is a medium-sized pig. We do have some large breed pigs here, but we do primarily rescue mini pigs.
Okay. And so where do you guys get your pigs?
So, yeah, back in 2013 when I got Sasquatch, no one knew anyone else who had pigs, so I became known as a pig lady. So they started telling me about pigs that had been left on the side of the road, that had been taken to a shelter, or there were big neglect cases, hoarding situations where shelters were taking in tons of pigs, or maybe a relative had passed away, so they would contact me. And we've taken pigs one at a time and get them fixed, which is very important for pigs.
That's something I never even think of. I mean, you hear about dogs and cats being fixed, never pigs. Where does one get a pig fixed?
There are very few vets that do it. So
okay, so I just can't pull up to a local vet and say, fix my pig.
Yeah, so spays and neuters, especially the spays, are more complicated than with dogs and cats. The anesthesia procedure is more difficult. The surgery is more difficult. So there really is very few vets that do it. We have one that we work with in the region, another one that's over across the border in Ohio, but the price is usually higher too because it requires more medical steps and drugs. But yeah, that's our biggest cost of operation here is spaying and neutering.
And how many pigs do you guys have?
We have 45 right now.
Oh, like, okay, so this is just like a...
This is a sampling.
I see 2. I was like, okay, you have like 5 or 6. No. I'm wrong, so...
Yeah, so right now we have 45, or it could be 44, it depends, because sometimes we get adoptions or we get new intakes. We've got 2 pigs headed to the vet tomorrow to get spayed.
Are they all pot-bellied pigs?
A few of them are big pigs, so...
Yeah, you did, actually, you just say that.
Exactly, right, but not many. So we've got 2 pigs that are 450 pounds and 600 pounds. They're actually house pigs.
Oh my gosh.
They sleep in my house at night.
Oh my gosh.
One of the girls getting spayed tomorrow is 350 pounds. She's really long.
Wow.
I call them big pigs because we don't...
because they're big.
we don't farm anything here, so it seems unfair to call them farm pigs.
Okay, perfect. And this is, I'm sorry, what was his name again? Sasquatch. And how old is Sasquatch?
Sasquatch is 11.
Oh my gosh.
Mini pigs live about 15 to 20 years.
A lot longer than people think when they first get them, probably.
Exactly.
And they're probably a lot bigger than they get, too.
Yeah, but honestly, the people that are surprised about how big they've gotten, they've just taken whatever the breeder said, and the breeder's just trying to make money. So, but I tell people always head to a rescue if you want to see how big they are.
Exactly, yeah. Always, I mean, do your research before any pet, really.
And
okay, and who do we have right over here?
This is Rumpelstiltskin. He's our newest piggy.
Oh, you're a new one.
He's a retired research pig.
He's a research pig.
So he is now full grown.
Oh my gosh, he's a tiny one.
Only 9 months old, so he'll be growing until he's 3 to 5 years.
And like roughly how heavy? I mean, he's like a small dog.
Take a guess, Nick.
I'm gonna guess 20 pounds.
He is 60 pounds.
Oh, okay, he's...
Pigs are dense.
Okay, let me just show you guys how big he is. Is it okay to pet?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so, I mean, he is very small. I'm thinking like dog size. That's about a 25 pound dog right there.
Exactly. So when people hear that pigs can be 150 pounds, I remind them that that's not a 150 pound dog. It's like a 75 pound dog.
Yeah, that's... not much bigger than this guy.
Exactly.
Very cool.
This is Banshee.
Hi, Banshee.
So he was running around in a town. He'd been attacked by dogs and was being
no.
chased. So I was called out to help catch him. His butt had a lot of bites on them, and he was covered in blood, but he healed up really great.
Oh, good. He looks like he's nice and healthy and happy.
He's named Banshee because he shrieks like a banshee. Pigs make a lot of noises, and his just happens to sound like he's haunted.
Okay. Now, you know everything pretty much about pigs, so maybe you guys can clear this up. Is there such thing as a teacup pig?
That's the best question. The answer is no. So,
okay, that's what my impression was.
So people will get a pig, and the breeder, either on purpose or by accident, will breed them when they're still babies, to be honest. You can breed them when they're 5 months old. That'd be like an 8-year-old human having a baby.
Yeah.
But then they'll say mom is full grown. But then mom ends up being 200 pounds, and they dump them on the side of the road.
Oh, we got somebody else over here. Who's this one?
So that's Cannoli.
Cannoli. Oh, I love
He's
cannolis.
a very tall potbelly pig.
Oh, look at
He's probably got some big pig in him.
Uh-huh.
So Cannoli is, he lost a lot of weight in his life, so he's got a big old paunch. If you look at his belly, it's very...
Oh, yeah, we can see the belly over there. That's okay, though.
But yeah, his feet were really overgrown.
Aww.
And now they're kind of permanently twisted from his previous neglect.
Okay, yeah, you can kind of see his feet down there.
He's a very happy boy.
Well, he's interested in this camera, though.
So you can tell he's a boy because you can see his tusks.
Oh, okay.
So
So the girls don't have the tusks?
They don't. They're just tiny little teeth. The boys, even if they're fixed, they grow tusks, and we trim them.
Now, do pigs, like if somebody goes and visits somebody with a pig or something, I've been asking if I should pet. You should probably always ask, right?
Yeah, totally. So, well, you probably won't even get to that because a lot of people's house pigs are not happy with strangers.
Okay.
And will be sassy. But some people have very friendly house pigs.
Not all these pigs, but most of the pigs here are used to having visitors and things. So I have noticed a lot of these pigs have been eating your grass here. I'm guessing you don't have to cut your grass very often, huh?
We do.
I cut my front yard twice last year.
Nice.
So not as often, but they're not sheep. They are not goats. They don't mow the lawn. They dig up the lawn. So they do a patchy job at mowing.
They are so cute.
We'll go meet Squonk.
Okay, let's go meet Squonk.
We're going to go through the Thunderdome to meet him.
The Thunderdome. This sounds fun.
Almost misgendered my pig. Yeah, the Thunderdome is named the Thunderdome because it's got a lot of piggies in it.
Okay.
And at mealtime, they just get kind of wild. So
okay,
we're going to go up to the other.
I'm noticing their houses up here. I see 3 different houses.
Yeah, it looks like a little
Has anybody ever tried to huff and puff and blow them down?
That's actually pretty funny. So all those houses are fully insulated, so you get a whole bunch of piggies in there, and their body heat will warm it up on it.
I've just been informed to watch out for poop because I don't want to slip and fall into it. So let's go inside here. Okay, we're in the Thunderdome now.
All right, you stay here. I'll go get Squonk.
Okay, I will stay here.
Hi, Squonk.
Oh my gosh, these are so cool. Look at these little houses.
Hi, Kraken. Christmas. Squonk.
Yeah, some of the houses get donated to us. Others we purchased. The 3 large sheds we had custom made for us.
Those are awesome.
Yeah, and all fully insulated.
So how many? I almost said dogs. How many pigs are up in this area here?
This pen has what, 15 to 20?
15 to 20.
13.
Okay,
13.
13.
Yeah.
I see 3 here. I see a 4th one here.
There's a lot that are currently in the sheds.
They're in the sheds. Okay.
Along the.
That's Chris.
All the houses.
So this is
Hi, Chris.
This is a big pig, right? She'll be big.
So he's not big yet.
And you can tell because she's kind of shaped more like, I don't know, kind of Squonk. So this is Squonk.
And this is Squonk.
Did you see,
okay, we were just talking. I'm actually potentially planning a trip to see Squonkapalooza.
Yeah.
And you were just telling me that because of Squonk has his own Instagram.
Yeah, so Squonk has her own Instagram. I found out.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you can't tell. Unless you saw Tusk.
Yes, unless I see the tusk.
Yeah, so she was born like this. Her face is sideways. It's just called rhinos, which is a generic term for just any long-faced animal that has a twisted snout.
Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, look.
But
There's
hers is pretty severe.
there's the snout over here. I didn't even notice that. Wow,
Yeah,
that is really something.
That's why she's named Squonk. Here we go.
Oh,
Here
wow.
we go. Nick, we would like a belly rub, please.
Okay, now apparently I've been summoned to. Oh
Right,
boy.
Go
To get
under.
a, oh, there's the belly rub. Oh, there's a happy pig right there.
Congrats, you just adopted a pig.
Oh boy, my dogs are gonna love me.
So yeah, I found out about Squonkapalooza because all I do on her account is just tag Squonk. So they commented on one of my posts about Squonkapalooza. So we went out.
That is so
We
awesome.
did not bring her, sadly. She does not travel well.
And that is actually in August, so you guys might be seeing me there. Now, can I just point out I don't know, what do you even call this? It's not fur. It's not hair.
Sure,
it's not
fur.
Is it do you call it fur?
Most pigs only have this top coat, just like
Okay.
dogs. But she's a wild piggy, so she actually has an undercoat during the winter too.
Oh yeah, I can see it
Super
down there.
soft. Just like
That's
husky,
wild.
just like
Now
a
this right here actually almost looks like grass or weeds or something that's growing out the top of it.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
So this is Mothman.
Oh, and you're the moth. You just okay. I'm sensing the cryptid vibe here.
Exactly. All my permanent residents have cryptid names.
Oh, we love our
he
cryptids
wants
on our
he wants
channel.
belly rub.
Oh, we got another. Oh yeah. Okay, there's your belly rub. Oh boy. Oh, you're such a cutie. They are so cute.
So yeah, all my pigs are named after cryptids. Started with Sasquatch, who was my first pig.
And we met Sasquatch down at the bottom there.
Yep. And my dogs, and have been running loose for a while.
Okay, let's see if I can get your face in here, because that is a face that a mother can love right there.
Well, speaking of Nick,
Oh, here we want a close up. Here's your close up.
if you want to look at my tattoo,
Oh,
it's Squonk.
I think I'm getting a ride now.
Very gently touching you with her bottom teeth because she likes
Let's see. You got a tattoo. Let's see.
Squonk.
Okay, yeah.
There's Sasquatch.
Okay, this is Squonk. This is the cryptid that we're gonna potentially see at Johnstown, and then there's Sasquatch there.
Well, that's not what Squonk the cryptid looks like. That's what Squonk,
No, this is this Squonk.
the
I'm sorry.
pig.
Yeah, this is this Squonk. Sorry.
But yeah, Squonk, the cryptid story is that she is so ugly that she cries
Yep.
when she sees herself. And
And not only does that, whenever she cries so much she melts herself.
She melts herself. Yeah.
Look at this. It's just.
Squonk does not cry, but she does sneeze, and it sounds like a train whistle because she only has one nostril that works.
This Squonk.
That's Squonk.
Oh,
Sounds like Daffy Duck.
Squonk, you're so cute. They are amazing. And look, you're pretty much falling asleep already.
Yep. They know if they have people over that they're going to get belly rubs.
Here we go, Squonk. There's the Squonk right there. Look at that. That is so
Very strange looking.
cool. Yeah.
So we got a
And
scan.
he is-
We did get a scan of her skull. She went to the Ohio State University for
Okay.
a spay. So I had them do a CT scan of her head.
It's perfectly
She's
healthy.
asleep, and it might as well. But also, one of her nostrils is squished, and
Okay.
I wondered if they could fix it. The answer is no. It's her bone is completely caved in. Piggies!
Oh, here they come.
Hi.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, I see where he's sleeping. Doc sleeps in that one.
Oh, here comes all the pigs now.
Chris
Oh.
sleeps with. Oh wow, they are tall.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it turned from 5 pigs to just a pig party in here.
I do not call for dinner and breakfast so that they come.
Oh, they're going to be
That's
disappointed.
Piggy
Son
McPig.
Oh,
of under
I have
pretense.
somebody eating my leg.
That's Piggy McPigface.
This is just pure joy you're hearing out of me right now. There's so many pigs. They are so cute.
There's the naughty one.
Oh,
Waddle in his way down.
sniffing a butt. Hi.
They don't really.
I'm just like overloaded with
sniff each
excitement
other's
right now.
butts too often. So honestly, that was pretty funny.
We're going
Oh, hi there.
It's a little chilly.
Hi.
I told Nick that it's gonna be chilly today.
I'm fine with it being a little chilly as long as they are.
That's cracking.
You're the one saving me from the other pig, huh?
Mm-hmm. We got the golden girls right here. These are these 4, these little ones right here.
Okay.
That. So these 4, along with their uncle, his name is Brutus. He got adopted. Somebody didn't want them anymore, so they hired somebody to shoot them.
Oh
It
no.
wasn't even an idle threat. They actually had hired somebody to come out
Oh my gosh.
on the
That's
download.
terrible.
And that person who was going to come and shoot them and kind of felt bad about it and called a friend who called us and said, can
Well,
you
thank
come and
goodness.
get these piggies? So these 4 girls, we named them the Golden Girls.
They are adorable. People are going to hate me about this, but pigs are way smarter than dogs.
I think most dog owners would be okay with that.
You think so? I don't know. I know some dog owners that are like, no,
I am
my dog's the
fine.
smartest.
I'm definitely fine with people having certain dogs who are smarter than the average and might be.
Mm.
And I also have some really dumb pigs here that are like orange cats.
Oh, in all fairness, I have some dogs that are probably smarter than their humans.
Yeah.
So some dogs are smarter than pigs, but on average, I do think pigs are a bit smarter than
I
dogs.
think so. And before I forget, I want to ask you, I'm pretty sure I know the answer. If somebody has a pig they don't want, are you guys taking in any more pigs at this moment?
We do not take in personal surrenders.
That's what I thought.
There is a rehoming network. There are two of them. There's one called Pig Placement Network.
Okay.
That's operated out of a rescue in East Pennsylvania. And then there's Eastern Snouts, which is on Facebook, and they are rehoming networks. They post to a whole bunch of different locations. They help you get photos and information of your pig, and then they'll try to find a home.
Off camera, you were telling me
neuters.
that you have the spay and neuter. That's going to be a huge expense for you guys. The vet appointments are a huge expense. With
Yeah.
all these expenses, do you guys take donations?
We do. So spaying and neutering is between $150 and $1,200.
Holy
per
cow.
pig.
And you were telling me that you can't just go to a regular vet for the
Yeah.
spay and neuter. It's
So-
not like a dog. You have to go to a specialized vet.
There is a spay and neuter clinic that will take smaller pigs and spay and neuter them for pretty cheap. But like if we have if we have a big pig that might be 500, 600, 700 pounds, we have to take them to the Ohio State University and have a special surgery done, and that's like $1,200.
Jeez.
And then you have fuel expense, and then we usually.
What
pay
do you
for,
what do you
know,
take these guys in? Just a regular vehicle or
Dude,
like?
Danny McVan face.
Okay. And now say you have like the 600-pound or 700. Does that go in there?
So yeah, actually we have
Yes.
short story.
Yes, literally, a pig can fit. A big pig
So,
can fit in there.
We
Okay.
We normally will crate potbelly pigs, mini
Yes.
pigs, in a plastic carrier, a big one, and we
Like a Roughland, kind of.
yeah, or just a plastic carrier that you see people use for airline
Yeah.
flights, right? That's fine. That will fit 99% of the pigs here.
But-
But we did put a 750-pound pig, which is the biggest one we've ever had, in that van. We've also had a 500-pound pig in there.
Oh
Well,
my
the
gosh.
750-pound pig named Loretta did destroy the van.
Oh.
The van's still functioning except for its backup sensor.
Oh no.
She destroyed
all the
wife.
plastic trim and all the.
So make sure we get those donations in.
Yeah, well, we didn't have to spend any money to fix it, thankfully.
in emergency cases, there are locals that work with us, and we can borrow their horse trailers.
Yeah, a short trailer is good
yeah.
for transporting big pigs, but I like this because it's climate controlled and I can keep an eye on them during the transport. Almost all of our donations just come from people who follow our social media.
Okay.
We don't even beg for money. Usually we'll
Oh.
say, hey, this pig has this vet bill. Can you donate towards it? Hey, we're having pig yoga.
Well, if any of my viewers want to donate to you guys, we're
Just head to our website. If you look up Pittsburgh and pig, you'll find our website.
it
There's
says
a-
Pigsburgh PIG. 1 G or
It
2
is.
G's?
So it's 1 G, Pigsburgh Squealers. Well, 2 G's technically in Pigsburgh, if you think about it. There's
Oh, okay, yeah. But one initial G.
But yeah, if you look up Pittsburgh and pig, you'll find us. But
Yes.
Pigsburgh Squealers Rescue, which I don't have the shirt on right now.
No, but I did see the
Yeah.
thing back over there, so I'll make sure I put that
sign
again.
on the side of the barn.
Oh yeah, right there on the side.
Check, Venmo, Zelle, Cash App.
And I'll put a link down below too.
PayPal. Yeah, that'd be great. We got a little Bitly link, of course, because I know about that stuff. We do sometimes get corporate donations, but it'll be like from a trust where it's just for animal welfare. But again, 99% of our finances come from just people just donating.
That's awesome.
$5 at a time.
And actually, one last question I wanted to ask you is, do you do any kind of tours or anything like that for the public?
Yeah, so events. I mentioned pig yoga.
Yes,
Highly
yes.
recommend it to folks, even if you don't know how to do yoga, because most people don't pay attention.
And when
anyway.
is that?
So we have pig yoga every first Saturday from April through October. So we've got one coming up May 3rd.
Okay.
We do tours once a month. We've got one on the 19th of April. We've got one on May 17th.
And that's all on your website.
It's on our website. We also have adult Easter egg hunt this weekend. We have a
And-
Mother's Day tour. We've got a whole bunch.
And
of
how
stuff.
much are the tours if people are interested?
$20.
Okay.
It's 10 for kids.
And again, we're at a pig farm, so you gotta watch where you're stepping. Not because of the poo, but because of the pigs. Now, I was just talking to her off camera, and she was telling me the reason that we don't see any collars on them is because, they don't really have big heads. Their necks and head just kind of go together, and it will slide right off of them. Never thought about that with pigs.
So we do a harness that's specific for pigs. It doesn't have a chest piece on it, but most pigs don't like it because they are prey animals, so it scares them. But you can harness train them. You can also train them to be litter trained for Daisley. You can train them to go in a car. But it all takes a lot more work than it would for a dog.
Yes. Okay, we're walking back to my car. I'm going to grab something out, and this is pretty much totally for me and my amusement here, but they agreed to do it, so little special thing here at the end.
So yeah,
Actually, I'm going to take a quick peek down here and get something on my car.
You're taking a pig path.
Oh, okay. I'm not taking the pig path. I'm taking the normal path.
The pigs literally made that.
Okay.
So we started the rescue back in 2018 officially, maybe 2016. Like paperwork versus when we started rescuing pigs are two different things. We've had over 320 come through the rescue, and we currently have 45 here. About half of them are permanent residents, half are available for adoption. Permanent residents, either I like them and I thought they were cute, or they are special needs. So they might have a disability, or Sasquatch was Pippin because there's Lord of the Rings themed litter.
Oh, actually, that is where I'm headed next week, next Friday.
Tell me
the
more.
26th, or no, next Saturday. April 26th is the Game of Thrones Lord of the Rings Gala, right down the street from you guys in Tarentum. Are you familiar with the Pittsburgh sword fighters?
No.
They actually do full-blown sword fighting for real, but then they throw two galas, two big parties every year. Okay, we have
a javelina.
A peccary pig?
Not a pig, technically.
Not technically. It looks like a pig.
So they're cousins of pigs.
Okay.
Like
okay, yeah, the head is kind of different shaped.
So
a little bit.
No tail.
Oh wow, yeah. Okay.
Different fur, which you can definitely pet her.
Yeah, no tail at all. Look at that. Hi. Oh, a little curious.
They purr, they bark.
They bark?
Chomp. Yes.
Really? So yeah, this is them. It's the Pigsburgh Squealers.
Okay. Yes.
Spelled like that right there. But this is what I grabbed for us. I grabbed my GoPro, my action cam, because we are going to put on, which one is this?
Sasquatch.
Sasquatch. We're going to put it on Sasquatch and get a view of what Sasquatch sees. There we go. There he is. There he is. This is throwing content right here, guys. Getting to see a pig eat. Thank you for letting me do this.
Oh yeah, you're moving more than I expected.
Thank you, Squonk, for being so good and tolerant. So, just gonna wrap things up. One more question for you is, what do we what's the adoption process? You say you do adopt some of them?
We do. It's a really good question. So a lot of people who have pigs or livestock or other farm animals will be a sanctuary. That means that they stay with the rescue forever, and that's a really good model. But here, what we do is we find the adoptable ones, the ones that are fixed, socialized. We find them new homes with owners that have really good setups. We screen them. They have to fill out a pretty annoying application that helps us screen them. And we have adopters from all over the country, Maine, South Carolina.
That's awesome.
Even Oklahoma City.
So how does a pig get to there? Do you fly them?
So we do transport. We don't fly pigs. It's actually really hard, and usually airlines are not okay with that. And the ones that are really far away, they're usually special adoptions where they're either a sanctuary or a good friend of ours.
Okay.
But most of our adopters already have a pig, and they realize that most pigs want to have a friend.
I mean, who doesn't?
Very social creatures. But now that they've gotten their first pig and they've learned what it's like to have a pig, they know that it's good to adopt from a rescue because the pig will come fixed. They'll have lifelong support from us. Our adoption fees don't cover much. That's why we fundraise to cover for spays and neuters and for transport, feed, care, housing, fencing.
And again, if you guys want to donate, all the information is going to be down below. So make sure you click that.
All of our donations come from private individuals, from people who watch our social media, come to our events. So.
And how can they find your social media?
Look up Pittsburgh and Pig, you'll find us. Okay. We're the only people in Pittsburgh that have a pig rescue.
Okay, fair enough.
Very open to competition, though.
Oh, okay.
Please, somebody else start a pig rescue.
Take some of these off of your hands, right?
You can all hang out.
Or help others with emergency cases. You don't have to take any of our pigs. They are very happy and safe here. We never euthanize an animal for its behavior. We never euthanize an animal for being full, but we have the benefit of being able to say no.
Yes. That is so awesome. Thank you guys so much for taking me along on this journey, on this adventure, inviting me out here. This is such an awesome, awesome place. We gotta say goodbye to Sasquatch over here. Bye, Squatch. We got Squonk is way up there on the hill with all the other ones that we saw. Thank you, Zach and Blue, for having me out. What an amazing facility you guys have. This is just so many. I was expecting 5 or 6 pigs, not 45, which is just insane to me. But these are extremely well taken care of, looking great. Thank you for having me. And thank you guys for coming along. And I'll see you guys all on the next adventure. Be kind to each other. Bye, guys.
Cool.